Happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. It's number 38 for me. Dave, you're cracking me up on the chat, man. Yes, I have just been talking to the guys. Norfolk Hillbilly, Dave, SJ, Zippy himself, Uncle Jonah. My ass is wiped now, so I'm going to do this Homebrew Wednesday for you. Cronenberg, 1664. I've run out of homebrew. I've been so sort of preoccupied by concentrating on the smash brew that I'm going to be doing for the smash off that I didn't actually look at how much bitter I had left, and it come to a spluttering end last night, which was a terrible thing. But it is going to be brewed again, so don't worry about that, guys. This Homebrew Wednesday was going to be filmed outside, alright? In fact, it was filmed outside. You can see us there, look, filming away, and it was fine, apart from the wind was blowing a gale right across the camera, and you couldn't hear a thing I was saying. All you could hear was wind blowing, this crackling. Some of you may think that would improve the Homebrew Wednesday. Some would argue that it would spoil it. However, I've decided to film it again, much to the delight of my cameraman, Paul. I rope him into all these things, and he doesn't know what's happening till he gets here. Yeah, been out today. Took the rifle out because I just got it back from the rifle doctors. Had to have a foo-foo valve changed. I have no idea what was wrong with it, but it's working a treat now. And we ended up with squirrel madness. If any of you are shooters out there, go shooting squirrels. You know what tricky little bastards they are. And you end up going nuts. No pun intended. Anyway, back to homebrew related things. I am going to be doing my smash brew not this weekend coming, but this weekend coming, sorry, yes. Which means that I need to get the filtration system sorted out for the boil pot. Now, those of you that pay attention in the videos, in the brew day videos, will know that I have occasionally had problems with a stuck runoff or malfunction of the false bottom. And the reason for this is as follows. When I built the false bottom, it consisted of a dip tube made of copper that went through a false bottom, which was a stainless steel mixing bowl with holes cut out of it. Worked fine, it was perfect, until I started getting a vigorous boil. I'd have it boiling for an hour like you do, and the motion of the boiling is wiggling the pipe off of the ball valve tap. I designed the dip tube so that the fittings, which are normally soldered together, just pull off so I can easily clean them. But what's happening is it's wiggling free in the boil, coming off and serving no purpose whatsoever. So I needed a way around it, and I've come up with this. That was sharp. I've come up with this, guys. Alright, it's nothing pretty to look at, and it's not elegant by any stretch of the imagination, but this is a similar filtration system. Why am I calling it a filtration system? This is a similar sort of filter that I've got in the mash tun, where I use the braided hose, which is off a flexi, with the rubber removed, so all you're left with is the metal braid. And in the mash tun version, I've got 10mm copper coil that I use for my water chiller, threaded inside, and the copper inside has got holes drilled through it, and it's working a treat. I have had no stuck sparges, no stuck runoffs, touch wood, to date, and I'm well pleased with it. What happens is, the reason why I've got the copper in the middle is I didn't want the tube compressing under the weight of the grains, and it's working fine. So up here you should be seeing bits and bobs of this while I'm talking, but let's have a look at it now. It comprises of 2 compression fittings, which is a stop end in 15mm. This end that the stop end goes on will be inside the mash tun, the boil pot, sorry. So it's got to have a stop end on it, otherwise you're going to end up with hops trying to get through here. On the other end it has a 15mm to 15mm straight compression fitting. That will go on the ball valve, and that goes on there, so it's going to be sort of stuck out like that. Alright, and then inside this braided sleeve is 15mm copper tubing with holes drilled through it. Alright, so in theory the now boiled wort with hop additions should filter through the braided hose, filter through these big holes in the copper tube and out to the fermentation bucket or the carboy or whatever you're using. Alright, all I need now is to just tidy up these sharp ends, which I've stabbed my finger on. But if I wanted to leave it like that, it's not hurting, I'm not bothered. Alright, but I might just put some stainless steel Jubilee clips around there just to keep them barbs hidden. But that's it, guys. It's like a makeshift bazooka, whatever they are. And it didn't cost me a penny because I got everything from work. And it's designed so I can undo the bolts and clean everything. And it doesn't need to be tight, doesn't need to be as tight as these are designed to go onto copper, because it doesn't matter if it leaks, obviously, because it's surrounded by water. So that is going to feature heavily in the Smash Brew Day. Alright, I'm going to test it out then and see if it works. Other things that have crossed my path in the homebrew related world of YouTube and the community that we are part of is Harry's work in the Chewing the Fat series. My God, Harry, your mate is really funny. And the pair of you together is just comedy genius, honestly. I have left my suggestions on the 3rd Chewing the Fat. I hope you've read it and took it on board, because it'd be interesting to see what Dave thinks to the snails and slugs and why one has a shell and one doesn't. But they are fantastic. They make me laugh. And the other thing that made me laugh was Chubby's violent beer. His Homebrew Wednesday declarations for 2014 started off with him opening oh dear, a beer bomb, and that was really funny. However, not everyone found it funny, as you can see here. I'm showing my brother-in-law. and must have got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. But that in itself was quite amusing because I just wanted to laugh again, and seeing his face was really funny. Yeah, guys, thanks for the response on the last Homebrew Wednesday. I say it every time, but I do appreciate it. Get over to Facebook, search for me, New to Homebrew, if you haven't already. The following is getting bigger, and I've got to say, the Brewers Chat, it's brilliant, and I don't get to spend half the amount of time that I want to on it because I'm really busy. And when I do get on it at night, the wife's shouting, "Hey, going to bed! Hey, going to bed! You can't get up now for work. You can't get up now." So I dive in from time to time, guys. But it's brilliant. Like today, I was sat on the toilet having a shit, talking to S.J. Paul, the inventor of Homebrew Wednesday. It doesn't get any better than that. And with that disturbing image that I've left in your minds, happy Homebrew Wednesday to you. Keep safe, keep homebrewing, pinky out, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.